We are live. Hi, Corinne. My sister is already in here. Shout out SKW Lifts. What is up? It feels so good to be live. I never go live on Mondays, so this is a little bit different for me. Usually I'm working, but today I have off. But yeah, happy Monday. I hope everyone's having a good day. My mom said, LOL, Corinne. Um, Honestly, I always get so excited because I always know my sister is always in the lives, and it makes me feel good because, to be honest, even though I've been doing lives for a while, like I feel like a few weeks now, I still get, a little nervous doing these lives sometimes. So it always feels good to have a familiar face in the live. So every time my sister is in here or even like any family, it always makes me feel good. So shout out to my family and shout out to my sister. I love you. My mom said, or my sister said, "Hi, Momsy and Musa. Currently stretching." There you go. Yeah, you make sure you stretch. I learned that the hard way. If you don't stretch, you can definitely hurt yourself. What are you working out today, Corinne? Good morning, Ron Miss Henry. How are you? Um, I am gonna start this off how we did last time. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm drinking. I got my sweater weather cup. My mom actually bought this for me, so shout out mom. My mom has bought me so many of my mugs. Since I've been like showing my mugs, every time I show them, I'm like, oh, my mom got me this. So half my mug collection is from my mom. And it's actually pretty chilly today here in Charleston. So I got a sweater weather cup going on. And I'm also gonna make my little concoction to go in it. So all I have in here is I have the maple oat milk from Trader Joe's, and then I also added a little bit of caramel in it because I want it to be a little sweeter today. So we got a little something. And then I literally have my frother in the office. I have my frother here. I hope it fits. This cup's a little smaller. All right, I have a feeling this isn't gonna all fit in my cup, but that's okay. I even have my stand. Oh, I'm in Josh's office. I promise I'm not gonna spill any milk anywhere, Josh, if you're watching. But yeah, let's go ahead and put this in. Ooh, it fit perfect. I was like thinking I put too much milk, but I could have even put a little bit more. Froth it one more time, mix it up. Boom. I just made my coffee, so I might wait a second to try it because I don't want to burn my mouth. And then I, of course, have some water in my Stanley cup. My sister said, I finished my cardio. I did Stairmaster. I want to get back on doing morning cardio, at least 30 minutes, but I have legs later. I didn't want to work out legs when I don't have food in my body. That's understandable. Wow, you're doing a Stairmaster and legs. You're crushing it because Stairmaster is hard. And obviously your leg day is probably really hard too. So you're gonna be a little sore. Good thing you're stretching. Yeah. And fun news, guys. Josh and I actually just got gym memberships. I'm not gonna say where, but we did just recently get some gym memberships, and I'm so excited to get back at it and just get back in the gym, get back on my healthy grind. So my sister said, I'm so used to the Stairmaster, I gotta either up my time or up the level. Wow, that's crazy. My like highest I could do on the Stairmaster whenever I was doing it every day was I could do 25 minutes, and I could do it at the speed 8, which is like pretty fast. But now if I tried it, I'd probably be at like level 4 for like 5 minutes. But you just got to build it back up. I remember during your prep, you were doing the Stairmaster. Was it an hour? That was crazy. But yeah, welcome to the live. Ronima said it's getting cool here. Nice. Yeah, it's currently 54 degrees here in Charleston, and the high is 75. So, which I feel like since it's cooled down, 75 later isn't gonna feel like hot. It's gonna feel, it's still gonna be cool outside, even though it's 75. So I'm excited for that. I'm actually right after this live, I'm gonna go for a morning walk. I've been doing really good with my walks. I've been at least my like low is an hour or a mile a day, but then like sometimes I got to like 16,000 steps the other day, and I think it was like I walked like 6 miles or something like that. I work with kids, so it's not hard to get to that. But of course, depending on your job, it is hard because when I worked a desk job, I like barely ever made it. I used to walk to work though, so that was how I got my mile in. So I'm definitely getting more in now working with kiddos, which I love. So but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the highs and lows of the week. So, my high was I crushed my water intake last week. I think it truly has everything to do with my cup. I know that sounds crazy. It doesn't matter like what brand of cup you have. I'm specifically talking about a ginormous cup that you don't have to fill often. And also a straw. If I drink out of a straw, I drink so much water. It just like feels effortless to just like drink out of my cup with a straw, and this is so big. I fill it 3 times and it's a gallon. So, and I usually do like a gallon to like 4 of these, so a little over a gallon. But I don't know. And I try the first thing in the morning is I chug water because if I get my first like big chug in, then I don't feel like I have as much to do. Because definitely like during the workday, I'm not. I do slack off a bit. It's usually like before work and after work where I like get in my water really good. So I don't know, get yourself a cup. And I know Target has in their like $5 section or dollar, whatever it's called now, a dollar section. They have like some cups and they're really cute. So I actually had a cup from there and I put it in the dishwasher and it got ruined. So don't put them in the dishwasher. But if you need like an inexpensive cup that's cute, Target. And they have other ones that are more expensive than $5 that probably are dishwasher safe. I have a very big collection of cups, and my Stanley has been like my tried and true cup recently. That's just like what I gravitate towards. I actually thought I left it out like in Florida, and I didn't. Thank goodness. So yeah, another high for me has been the weather. The weather has just been perfect. Like I said, working with kiddos, just being able to be outside with them and like enjoy this cool weather without worrying about like I'm getting too hot or it's just like so hot where you're miserable. So it's been like enjoyable to be outside, do some chalk, go for a walk, go to the park, that type of thing. Good morning, David Taylor. How are you? But yeah, so that's been the highs of the week. And then my lows for the week, I've just had a lot of changes recently. I got a lot of news, work related. So there's been some ups and downs with that aspect of life, but I'm navigating through it and just kind of, even though I'm off my routine right now, it's okay because literally everything happens for a reason. So I'm just going with emotions right now and it'll all be good. So that was a low, but I'm sure next week or this week will be better. So I'm hopeful for that. And then I want to touch on last week's menu. I talked about kind of like the menu I was going to be making for the week. And oh my gosh, guys, it was so good. I will have to say the chicken nachos were my favorite. It was probably like the easiest to make too, because you could honestly cook the chicken and have it in your fridge. And then when you want to make the nachos, how like shred it up, heat it up and shred it up. Um, it just tasted so good. It felt like the perfect game day food, and I could eat nachos every single day if I'm being honest. So yeah, definitely. And I added so many veggies. So I did like peppers, onions, tomatoes, guac. What else? I had black beans. I just like loaded it up. And then I did Greek yogurt for my sour cream. And it was bomb. I honestly was trying to make like a small portion so that we didn't have too much left over. And I went a little bit overboard. We still finished it. My husband, one thing about him is he will not let food go to waste. So even if there's something that may not like reheat well, he's like, I'll still eat it. Like he's the best when it comes to that type of thing. Cause like I'm a little bit more picky. I'm like, no, thank you. I if it doesn't reheat well, I probably am not gonna eat it. But like I don't have to worry about that because he'll eat it. So he's like he's our disposal when it comes to food. um but yeah, just like planning my meals and just having that plan really helped me last week. And I didn't feel like stressed or just like worried about what I was going to cook. And like I said, you guys know, we're planning this this whole month. We're getting back in it. We're getting back to routine, getting back to the basics. And so my biggest thing was like I've been on like a food rut, but I feel good. I actually have a few things I planned for this week for our food. So good morning, Grandma. How are you? My grandma's in here. Oh, how are you doing this morning, Grams? Um, but yeah, what is everyone drinking today? I got my maple coffee with a little caramel in it. I wanted it a little sweeter today. Ooh, that's good. I let it cool down because I didn't want to burn my tongue, and that's really good. We got like this giant box of K cups for our coffee machine, and some of them are really strong, like dark roast, and then some of them are like light roast, medium roast, and I'm trying not to be picky. I just try to like pick whatever one I get, but I got a medium roast today, and I think I like medium, like light roast. The dark roast is making me like jittery, like I'm literally shaking if I drink a dark roast. So my sister said, I have to study today for my anatomy test on Wednesday. Aw, good luck on your test. I know you'll crush it. My mom said, I still need to make my coffee and water, catching up on all my work emails. Oh, I can only imagine, Mom. You had you had one busy week last week and one heck of a weekend. My sister said, I'm going to eat some avo toast, then study and go to class, then study more, then gym, and maybe meal prep. That is a busy day. Oh my goodness. My sister makes this delicious avocado toast, and I told her to put honey on it, and she said she liked it. So I feel like I've talked about this a few times, but if you have not tried honey on your avocado toast, you need to try it because it elevates it. I'm telling you, it tastes so good. And I think it was who was it? I wanna say it was Sydney Adams that I saw do that, and I was like, "I'm gonna try that." It was either Sydney Adams, I can't remember who it was. I can't remember. It was someone on TikTok. But ever since, like, trying, honey on my avocado toast, if I ever order it out, I'm like, "Do you guys have honey?" Because it just tastes so good. Um, but yeah, it seems like you got a lot of studying to do, sister. I hope it all goes well. Anatomy, whew, yeah, gotta study. What are you meal prepping this week for your meal prep? I know I told you guys I made like a little bit of a menu. I have it like right here so I can see it. I only have a few things right now because last week I will say we did good with like so my main goal was everything I'm like planning to cook. I wanted to use like same ingredients because some like there's been a few times where I like plan all these meals out, but then um it just feels like I'm, like, doing too much where I have all this leftover or, like, it's just, like, so many ingredients. So I'm trying to just do, like, a few meal ideas to cook and then kinda just, like, reuse leftovers and stuff. So I did a bunch of bowls last week. I did, like, a burger bowl, a taco bowl, and then we did nachos. So it was basically, like, all of those things use the same, like, ingredients. So it was cool to be able to, like, use it all up and not waste as much, and just it made cooking so much easier. So if you're like in a food rut or need like food inspo, I say stick to trying to cook meals that kind of like need all the same ingredients and it makes it so much easier. I'm honestly going to start implementing that because I look back at my old meal preps and I'm like, I mean, I could do it cuz my schedule was a little bit different back then, but I'm like, it's still that's just so many ingredients and with grocery prices, I'm not trying to buy all these ingredients. I'm just trying to stick to the basics. So my sister said, Mondays are my Sundays, lol. Oh, that's that server life. That's how it used to be for me too. Mondays used to be my Sundays. She said the same as usual. Nice. Yeah. I feel like that's good when you have your set meal prep and then you know what you already know what your grocery bill is going to be. You already know what you need to cook, how much time you need. So I like that you have your set schedule. But yeah, this week we're gonna be doing some spaghetti and meatballs. Almost always have ground beef in my freezer, so I was like, why not do some ground beef? And then, I think it was my last Trader Joe's haul. I got marinara sauce, and then at I think it was Aldi's, I got some spaghetti. So or no, it was Earthbound, I got spaghetti, noodles because we didn't have spaghetti noodles, which was kinda crazy. So I got some of those, I got extra, so I have a bunch, and then I'm also gonna do chicken, rice, and veggies for my, like, meal prep lunches, and then I also have heart of palm rice, and I'm probably gonna do pork chops with that with, onion, tomato, make, like an orzo pasta, but with the part of palm. So it'll be good. And that's all I have right now. I'm not trying to go too crazy with our meal prep this week. It's honestly something simple, quick, easy. But I want to talk about the whole reason why my live is today, because you guys are probably like, why are you live on Monday? I'm never live on Monday. I'm always work on Mondays, not almost always. But today I am off of work. And I actually went to Florida this weekend. From the title, you guys know I went to Florida this weekend. But yeah, I went to Florida this weekend because it was my little sister Natalie's 18th birthday party. She is not so little. She's 18, but I'm actually the oldest. So to all my siblings, I refer to them as little, even though they're not so little anymore, but I don't care. They're still my little siblings. Even when they're like in the 30s, I'm gonna be like my little sisters. But yeah, we went to Natalie's birthday. My mom threw her an amazing 18th birthday party. It was so pretty, and we actually drove there. So we drove out Thursday. The drive out was so interesting. So we had talked about leaving on Thursday because I was going to get off at 3 o'clock. So we had this whole plan. We're going to leave on Thursday. And then we were like, well, maybe we won't leave on Thursday because we had Josh had some work stuff come up. So then I was like, okay, well, we'll just leave early Friday. And then it got switched. And then I was like, okay, let's just leave Thursday so then we can have like I wanted a full Friday, Saturday because I knew we were going to leave on Sunday early. And I wanted to see like both my parents and just like have a lot of time with them. And that's just like such a quick trip. So it's kind of hard to do that. But we ended up leaving Thursday. So we got all of our driving done, which was nice. But we didn't get in, I think, till like midnight. And it took us an hour to get out of Charleston. So it took us 7 hours to get there. It was kind of crazy. But we made it safely. My husband, he drove majority of it, so I drove probably like an hour and a half, which is not a lot, but I can't see very well at night, so I couldn't drive a lot. It's an excuse, but I literally can't see at night, so I was like, do you want to make it there safely or do you want me to drive? So he drove, and then yesterday we drove back and we left around like 9 something, so I drove 3 hours, he drove 3 hours, and then we made it here safely. But yeah, one thing about me is I cannot see at night, so I'm not driving at night. I don't even want to test that. My grandma said, eating some menudo Tia Carrie made. Yum. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Menudo is the best. I would love some of that. Some like warm soup right now. Oh, it's so chilly here. I'm telling you, 54 is like freezing to me. I'm literally in a sweatshirt right now because Josh, my husband, he opens the windows when it gets really nice out, and I love that. It feels great. You get all like, clean out the air and stuff, but I'm freezing right now. I need to go put some socks on after this. But yeah, so we went to Florida. We made it there. We got to hang out with my mom and we saw my sister. Friday was her birthday, so we hung out with her. Corinne said 63 and I'm so cold. Yeah, no, that's cold. Yesterday when I woke up, I walked Rex outside and it was freezing in Florida. It was like, I think it was 63 yesterday too. And I was like, wow, it's so cold. I didn't pack for any cold weather for Florida because it's usually not cold there, but 63 is pretty chilly. Mom had said, my mom had told me that they were going to get a little cold front. So you definitely got a cold front. But yeah, it was awesome seeing my family and just like, I don't know the last time I've seen my sister on her like legitimate birthday. I think it's been like years because I've lived so far away. I don't always get to see my family on like their birthday, but we always do like celebrate later on. We actually took my grandma on Friday to IHOP for breakfast for her birthday because her birthday is September 21st. So we wanted to do something for her, even though there goes the frother. Whoops. I'm very expressive. I talk with my hands, so I just threw that over. I'm gonna move that away from me. So yeah, we did a little something for Graham. We took her to breakfast, and she got me the cutest. she should not have been giving me gifts because it's not my birthday, but she gave me 2, fall blankets that she bought me from Aldi, and they're so comfy. I was actually snuggling up in them last night. They're on my couch right now, and they look so good. Even Rex was trying to sleep with them, and I'm like, "These are not for you." David Snows, good morning, David. He said, "It's 41 degrees here this morning." Wow, yeah, I can't even complain. It's 53 here, and 41, I would be shaking. I I definitely living in Colorado made me appreciate the cold, but it also made me realize, like, maybe the cold isn't so much for me. Um, I'm just like, I can't handle it. And my skin, I have extremely dry skin, and if I'm, like, in the cold, my skin, like, cracks because it's so dry. My sister said, "David, wow, I would be under the blankets." No, seriously, I'd have, actually my winter coat on if it was 41 degrees out. It was always so funny because in, Denver the thing about Denver, which is probably the best thing, is even though it gets really cold there, the sun is always out. Like, you could look outside and it almost doesn't look like it's gonna be cold because the sun is shining. You're like, "Oh, this is gonna be, like, it's gonna be beautiful outside," and then you go outside and it's freezing, like, a sharp, cold wind blows by you, and you're like, "I need to put, like, a winter coat on." But that's, like, the good thing because when it's so cold, you don't feel like I like, seasonal depression, like, you're sad when it's, like, gloomy and cold outside because it's, like, it's cold, but it's so sunny and pretty outside. So that was always, like, the thing that was, like, well, even though it's so cold, it still looks beautiful outside, so it kinda tricks your mind a bit. But I will say walking in the snow is probably the hardest thing ever. I used to walk to work and I would I actually fell on the ice twice in the road. It was so embarrassing. But we don't live in Denver anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, there was 2 times where I think my backpack saved me because like, was walking and slipped. I'm also very clumsy, so it could have been a me thing, but I was wearing Converse, so I wasn't even wearing good shoes, but yeah. My grandma said, "I was outside earlier. It was nice and cool. I love drinking my coffee outside when it's cool and saying my prayers." Oh, that's so awesome, grandma. Yeah, I saw, so we have like a family group chat, and my grandma always sends a prayer every day for us. And I was asleep when you sent the one at night, so I said it this morning, even though it was for at night, but I don't think it matters if it's morning or nighttime when you pray. Good morning, Shelly B. How are you? Um, but yeah, that's kind of everything we did this past weekend was we were just seeing like family, friends. I got to see my 2 best friends who I've known since middle school, Chris and Julio. It was so nice to see them. They actually weren't able to visit when we lived in Denver, so I think it's almost been 2 years since I've seen them. So it was awesome to see them. They're basically like a part of the family. Like I shouldn't even call them my best friends. They're like my brothers. And I'm actually going to be seeing my one friend Chris because he's coming to a wedding here. His brother is getting married in Charleston, so I'll get to see him, and it'll be cool to like have him see the house and everything. So, and then hopefully for in January I can see Julio, but we'll see. We'll see. It's actually I need to like one day tell a story of how like Josh and I, my husband, met because they're like a huge reason how we met. And yeah, it's a very long story though, so I'll say that for another day. Um, but yeah, we basically road tripped. We left Sunday. And I just want to say shout out to my mom for the party because you don't realize how much goes into like planning a birthday party, but oh my gosh. We went on Friday to help her, and she put us to work. I made, like, bouquets, like, or centerpieces, and then my husband was, like, cutting lettuce, and then I did some, like, Mod Podge and glitter, like, DIY stuff, and she literally DIY'd everything, and she did, like, a flower arch, she did a balloon arch, she did all of the details she did, and I just have to say my mom literally should be a party organizer, because she's so good at it, like a party planner. Every time it blows my mind. I'm like, "I don't know how you do this. I don't know if I could do it because it's so stressful." And hopefully we helped. Hopefully she she didn't feel too stressed because we try to help as much as we could, but obviously my mom likes to do her own thing too, and I was like, "Just delegate us and we'll help you. Just tell us what to do." And the food was so good. They did tostadas, and then, there was, like, Mexican rice, there was tortillas if you wanted to do, like, tacos, and there was pasta salad, potato salad, and my aunt's potato salad is so good. I was so excited to eat it. I, like, crave that potato salad, and she's given me the recipe, but I don't know, do you guys, like, have has, like, your mom or someone given you a recipe and you try to recreate it and it's just, like, it's not as good as theirs, so, and I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it to when I go see her that I try it. We have a few comments in here, let me see. Oh, good morning, Dot, how are you? Oh, my mom said, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, you're welcome, mom. I'm being so serious. I don't know how you do it. I don't. And then on top of like, you have to think you're organizing this whole party. She cooked almost all the food. She decorated, made all the decorations. Then she has to decorate it. And then she has to set up all the tables. And on top of that, you got to get ready. You have to get all of the stuff from your house to the like hall. It was I wasn't even planning it and I was a little stressed out. So I just can't imagine. But it turned out beautiful. Natalie, my sister, looks stunning. She is so pretty. And so it was definitely a team effort. My mom said everyone helped. I'm so grateful. And Rick cooked all the meat and tostadas. He was a huge help. Oh, Rick can throw down in the kitchen. Literally, that's my stepdad. He made us pork belly tacos. This wasn't even a part of like the party. This was just like for us. And oh my gosh, the pork belly tacos. I told him he needs to start a food truck because they were so good. He does like he smoked the pork belly, but then he made like this like slaw. It was just so good. It was so good. I'm like, I might need to have that whenever they come for Thanksgiving because that would be so bomb to cook that. And I want to learn how to make that because pork belly is definitely one of my favorites. I if you I when we lived in Denver, I had like an obsession with Bar Taco. I've actually always loved Bar Taco. I used to work at Bar Taco. Like I'm a Bar Taco is like I love them. Have so many amazing things to say about Bar Taco. But if you've never been to Bar Taco, go and try their pork belly tacos. Oh my god, so good. But Rick's pork belly is literally up there with Bar Taco's pork belly, and I've never said that before. Like I've never had something similar to Bar Tacos, and his was literally Bar Taco pork belly, and I'm like, they don't have a Bar Taco here in Charleston. They have one in North Carolina, just not South Carolina. And so I'm like, if I can learn how to make Bar Tacos pork belly, then I'm set because that's was the main reason I would go there. Really, my sister said those pork bellies were amazing. Was amazing. Yeah, it was so good. I think I had like 5 tacos. I'm not even kidding. I had so many. And then so we hung out with my mom on Friday, and then we went to a brewery. It was so fun. And then we went home. We did some more stuff for the party, and then we had the pork belly tacos, and then we just like hung out, chit chatted for a while, and then I went to my dad's house. And mind you, I had 5 pork belly tacos at my mom's house, and then my dad made hibachi. It was so good. And then you cannot say no to either of my parents' food. If you are full, you better make room because you have to eat. If they're giving you a plate, you have to eat. That was like the one thing whenever my husband met my family, I'm like, just don't like eat too much, save room because either house you go to, you're gonna have to eat. And he's like, what? And I don't think he realized it until like we went and visited and he was like, oh wow, I've never been so full in my entire life. And I'm like, I told you my family, you're not gonna leave hungry. You're gonna leave like probably full for like 3 days. But yeah, my dad made hibachi for my little sister's birthday. And I actually got to pick Natalie up from work. It was really cool. See where she works and stuff. But yeah, the hibachi was bomb. Pork belly tacos were bomb. This weekend was, I feel like I got to see all my friends, family, and just have quality time. But on top of that, we got to eat some of the best food I've had in a really long time. So the food was amazing, and the party was so fun. It was like so cool to see everyone like dressed up. The theme was diva, and it was like pink, black, silver were like the colors. So everyone wore like pinks and like diva outfits and Devo outfits. It was a good time. My mom really crushed it, and even I don't think there's anyone else no parties for a while. So I'm like, we don't even have to. I was like, we don't even have to wait to have another party like that. We should just do it because it was just like so nice seeing all my family. Like I saw family members I haven't seen in like probably 5 years. It's been that long. Dot said, "Jack out those elastic waistcoats." I'm telling you, I'm like, after this weekend, I'm gonna be doing some push-aways from the table. I need to go back to the gym, get on my grind, because you just can't say no. Like, you're just always gonna eat good at my family's house. That's the one thing they can cook, and I'm like so lucky because not one of my parents, like they both can cook. Like they both cook amazing. So I got it on both sides. I'm pretty lucky. I'm thankful for that. That's honestly probably why I love to cook so much because both my parents love to cook. So shout out to the hibachi and pork belly because I'm like dreaming of both of them right now. I could really, really go for some tacos. I'm not even gonna lie. My sister said literally why I went to the gym to do cardio. No, I already told Josh, I was like, we're gonna go for a walk this morning. We need to go to the gym. Like, I'm so excited to have a gym membership again. But also, guys, I'm a little congested. Every single time I travel, I get sick. I don't know. It's like clockwork. Every time I travel, I get sick. And so my allergies are really bad right now. So if I'm a little congested, I apologize. I just like every time I travel, I get sick. My immune system is kicking my butt right now. But I'll probably make some ginger shots today, honestly, because we were yesterday. When we got back, it was like I think it was almost 4 when we got back home. So I didn't do any meal prep. I didn't do any of that. And since I'm off today, today's my Sunday too, just like my sister. Since I'm off, it feels so nice. Mondays actually used to be like my favorite day of the week because that was like my Sunday resets, but now it's like I still think I really enjoy Mondays. Like I even though I work on Mondays, I just like enjoy like a fresh start and like starting a new week. I don't know. I always have loved Mondays. I'm always the coworker that like people are like, Mondays. And I'm like, no, it's Monday. Like that's exciting. And they're like, what? But I don't know. I just love Mondays. So there's no Monday blues around here. I'm like hyped for a Monday. So, I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I don't know. I look forward to a good fresh start and a good week. So yeah, that's kind of no really other crazy updates other than like this past weekend, the Florida trip. I will say I haven't had a video out, and I know it's been a hot minute. It's really just with if you guys were here in the beginning for the highs and lows at my whole the low part, it's just been crazy with my schedule and just like some news. So I've been a little out of it, but I am editing today and tomorrow. So I should have a video out to you guys. I would say probably today, tomorrow latest. Tomorrow latest. Maybe I'll just say tomorrow so that I don't feel I should feel some pressure. I'll try to get out today, guys. But yeah, I actually have like 3 videos on my iMovie that I need to edit, so I have quite a bit to do, a lot of editing, and then I did vlog this last trip. I will say, for whatever reason, I like start so strong vlogging with my family, and then I just like forget to vlog. It's just like when I'm with my family, I don't want to pull my camera out. I kind of just want to like be in the moment and be with them. And but I also want to like share that experience and have that to like look back on and be able to like rewatch those videos because some of my favorite videos are like my family trip videos. So I just need to do better about doing that now that we're closer and we're going to be seeing family a lot more often than like waiting a year or two. Maybe it won't feel as like, uh, I think it'll always feel like I don't want to vlog with them if I'm being honest, but I'll try to get better about that. It's just, I feel like me and my sister were talking about this. We're gonna vlog when we're with our family and then we get with each other and it's just like the camera is like the last thing I'm thinking about. So, but I don't know. I'll try to do better, guys. I'll try to do better. But just know there is um I have like 3 videos that are coming out. They're just I just have to finish editing them. Editing is like hit or miss. It either like I can get it done in like 2 hours or it takes me like a few days. So it just depends on how much time I have. And today I have a lot of time. So literally my to-do list is finish this coffee because it's so good. And I'm going to go outside and finish it after the live because it feels so nice out. And then I want to go for a walk. I want to meal prep. I need to go to UPS if they're open today because I don't know if they are. I think today, let's see. Today is Columbus Day, so I don't know if they're going to be open or not. We'll see. I think FedEx is open, so UPS should be open. But go to UPS, have to return something, and then meal prep and clean up a bit. I like to unpack after a trip immediately. I don't like to let my stuff sit out. So I need to unpack, do some laundry, and yeah, nothing crazy. I'm just keeping it really light today. And I need to edit. Edit is number one. I'm gonna edit for you guys and get a video out. But yeah, that is pretty much the day, the live. I'm probably gonna go ahead and end this here just because I want to get started. I know Rex, he's staring at me. He wants to go play. That's top of the list too. I gotta take him on our walk. He's gotten in the routine of going on our walks every day. So it's so funny because he's so hyper, but literally as soon as we hit a mile, he's tired. And I'm like, Rex, come on. I like to go 2 miles if I'm with him because then I know he's gonna be exhausted. Oh, I do have to show you guys. My mind is so everywhere today. I'm sorry. I want to show you guys a picture of the doggies because we were at my dad's house and we did bring Rex on this trip. And this is my dad's dogs, Tiger and Hazel. And look at them. They're besties. They love each other. Yeah. When they were at my house, they were a little indifferent about each other, but at their own house, they were really happy. And I do want to show you guys a little picture from the party. That's us all dressed up. We all had to step out a bit. And then I want to show one with this one too. And then that was, oh, I love these. I didn't take as many pictures as I wanted, but it's okay. I still got some. And then this is my favorite one of me and Corinne. Oh, I love her so much. Oh, see, I'm already home and I already miss my family. I miss them already so much. And okay, last picture, I promise, guys. This was our ride home. Rex is so attached to Josh. He is definitely a daddy's boy, which is fine, but it makes me a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. He did sleep with me all night though. He literally slept in my arms and I was cuddling him. So he did snuggle with his mom at least. But on the ride, it was funny because while Josh was driving, he was like sleeping like that. And then whenever we like swapped, Josh drove the first 3 hours, I drove the last 3 hours because he had football, which I was okay with. It was like such an easy drive. It's just a straight way. And Rex, literally, he put his seat like all the way back, and Rex like laid right here on him. It was really sweet. That dog is, we spoil the heck out of him, but he's literally like our son, so I'm not even mad about it. My sister said, "Aw, Slay, love ya. Love you too, sister." My mom said, "That is the cutest picture." Thanks, Mom. I know, I like love it. And even though we didn't get as many pictures, I'm still gonna put those around the house because I've been like, I have no family photos. So, and we want to put like some pictures of the family around our house. So I'm gonna get some of those printed. Even though we didn't get as many, I feel like when you're in the moment, you just forget. So that's okay. But guys, this is going to be the end of this live today. It was so nice chatting with you guys. I hope everyone has a fabulous day. Thank you so much for supporting me and tuning in. And I'll see you guys next Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Again, I apologize for the switch of time. We were literally driving and I didn't know if my service was going to be good. So we just swapped it. But thank you guys for being understanding. And I hope you have a lovely day and enjoy this nice weather. Bye, guys.